Today I want to talk to you about NBA fans. Listen up. You've got to try Pick6, the newest real money fantasy app from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. Getting started is simple. Select if a player will have more or less of a stat. For example, will a player have more than 1 rebound, or will a player have less than 3.5 assists? We have our big own Big F going to North Dakota on Wednesday. He's going to North Dakota on Wednesday. He's gonna honestly show you guys a little video of how he creates his Pick6 lineup on Thursday for the show. He'll give a little tutorial on it. There'll be videos out about it. It's simply, you can do a parlay basically from 2 to 6 player props. You can pick over rebounds, under rebounds, over points, all that stuff. It's a nice new fun way to do some fantasy app, real money fantasy app from DraftKings, official partner NBA. Pick your favorite players and compete for huge cash prizes. So it basically is also like it's a bunch of people picking a lineup, and you have to get the best lineup out of everybody. Download a new DraftKings Pick6 app now and get started with code PICKCentral. New customer can get up to $200 back in Pick6 credits. If your first pick set loses, only Pick6 from DraftKings, code PICKCentral. The crown is yours. Before we get into sports, how you feeling about North Dakota with Meek Mill?
I feel good.
Good.
I'm feeling better.
I like that.
We're gonna attack it with positivity.
There you go. There's them. Yeah, a little positivity from them.
We're gonna get in our flight to Denver or to Minneapolis, and then hop, skip, and a jump over to North Dakota. And
I think I had the same layover too in Minnesota.
Can I just say one thing?
Minnesota on the way there. I think Denver the way back.
Oh, Minnesota the way back too.
If the Knicks hypothetically lose on Tuesday, when's the next Knicks game?
Thursday night, bro.
Oh God, in North Dakota.
We'll be in North.
I want that so bad.
Which will be streaming tomorrow, Game 5 here. So if they do lose, which I do not think they will, but if they lost, me and Meek Phil will be
in North Dakota.
We're gonna find a bar in Jamestown, North Dakota. I'm sure I'll have a few of my Pick6 picks will be in that Knicks game.
Yeah.
Wait, before we get to sports, how far away from North Dakota have you been? Like, what's the closest state?
Not the best geography guy.
I was gonna say I don't know what states are pretty close.
So California's not super close.
No, not at all.
I haven't really been Northwest like much at all.
Okay.
Colorado, I guess. Would that be the closest?
Maybe.
Denver?
Maybe even Illinois might be close.
I was thinking like
Denver, Chicago. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been to like Minnesota.
Chicago might be close.
Yeah. Before we get to sports, can you name the capital of North Dakota?
No.
Bismarck.
All right.
Before we get to sports, can you just go through all 50?
No, let's get to sports.
Before we get to sports,
I
would like to talk
today.
about the variety of things, especially what's pressing this nation today.
It's
an election year. You want to talk about sports?
The pressing thing is the 76ers just really, it's sad to see off the court, really sad to see, just like you're watching a game and Jalen Brunson hits a 3 and then the crowd erupts.
See, I knew this was going to be the storyline, and I tried to defend it somewhat yesterday, albeit very uneloquently. It sucks. It sucks. And I do not blame the fans one bit. Anybody who has watched this product, not even team or product, anybody who's watched this franchise dick themselves over the past 10 years and gets an opportunity to resell their ticket for 3 or 4 times as much and get like a paycheck for a single playoff game, I don't blame them one bit. It is bullshit what this franchise has put this city through over the past decade plus now. And Josh Harris, the owner of the franchise, does not give a single fuck. He is a businessman. He is the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. He is the owner of the New Jersey Devils. And he's the owner of the Washington Commanders. Clemmer, you're 100 years old. When has that happened in sports, in history, up until this point?
Doesn't happen often.
Okay, it doesn't happen often. He does not give a fuck that Knicks fans are in that building. If Pat Croce was still around today and not on some pirate ship in the Caribbean, he wouldn't allow this to happen. He would not allow it to happen. And you have people like Meek Mill, who I'll defend.
Actually, Meek Mill, not
actual Meek Mill, not Meek, not the troll, the successful rapper. Yes. Coming out and saying, "Hey, Sixers fans, how about Game 5? We all get in there and take over the Garden." It's like, wait, what are you talking about, Meek Mill? What are you fucking talking about? First of all, those tickets are sold, like, to all Knicks fans. Second of all, you want Philadelphia fans, blue collar, good people, to spend more than their paycheck to go up and watch this team perform in Game 5 at the Garden when Dante DiVincenzo, the fucking Michael Jordan of Delaware, is jumping over everybody for offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter? No, fuck that. And it sucks because I knew this team didn't really.
Meek fell slide in.
We talked about it at the beginning of the series. Like, this team probably was not going to go farish, even if they did beat the Knicks. But man, like when you have players out there who have to play the entire fucking fourth quarter for even them to have a chance. Buddy Hield was a midseason acquisition. Didn't even sniff the court yesterday.
I didn't see him.
Like, and it's not. I don't blame Nick Nurse. I'm not even blaming like Embiid for being gassed every single fucking playoffs at this time.
Well, that's why don't you? I think you should blame a little on Nick Nurse. Like, I do believe that. Like, I mean, I think he could have gave Embiid like maybe 5 minutes.
So when the fourth quarter started, we were talking about this on stream. That's usually when Embiid gets a spell.
Yeah,
he was out there, and I think. Just because Hartenstein had 5 fouls and Nick Nurse thought that the Sixers could get out to like a 10-point lead early in the fourth. That didn't happen, like, at all. In fact, the Knicks fucking gave dick for lunch to the Sixers all fourth quarter, and by the end of it, everybody's gassed, everybody's spelled, and there's really... It sucks. It sucks watching your team on the home court get offensive rebounded to death. Time and time and time again by Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo. Like, it's inexcusable. It is absolutely inexcusable.
Smitty,
Go ahead.
It's inexcusable. What position does Joel Embiid play?
He's a center, and he got shut down by OG, and he was fucking
he can't grab
gassed.
rebounds. He's 7'1". He grabs 1 rebound in the fourth quarter the last 2 games. Is that correct?
Sure, Meek. Sure.
So why isn't he grabbing rebounds? Why?
You ask him, Meek. Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me?
How many points?
What the fuck do I know? I'm a
many
40-year-old fucking blogger who has to come up
Yes,
to
you
the Garden.
You exactly
when there's
are that.
Philadelphia sports games in Philly when I live right outside of Philly. Why are you asking me?
I am asking. How many points did Joel Embiid have over the last 15 minutes of the game?
None. Or one. He had one.
No, he had 3 free throws that he flopped his way to. He flopped Isaiah Hartenstein out of the game. Thought he had money with
You're
Precious
such
Achiuwa,
a
and he
fucking
couldn't score on him.
You're such a loser.
No, you're the loser. You're the one down 3-1.
I know I'm a loser.
Yes,
That's what we
you
said
know.
game 1. I know I'm a loser, but you're such a loser. Like, you're in the first round of the playoffs. We at least get to the second round.
No, you know, you're
Most
not
times.
getting to the second round.
Most times we at least get to the second round, so that's the problem. I said, I verbatim, I said, beginning of the season, I would not get a chub for this Sixers team unless they beat the second round and made the Eastern Conference.
You were favored to
I
win
would-
this series, by the way.
Can somebody just repeat what I just said?
I love you.
He did say that.
Can you both point at each other for my own?
I've loved this because even yesterday on the stream, Smitty's been kind of in a corner where it's been like 5 Knicks fans, like 1 Sixers fan.
Brutal.
And even yesterday, like,
You got Roan lashing out at Ben Stiller for some reason? What's going on? Ben Stiller's not the person to lash out at, Roan. These are the fucks you lash out at. Ben Stiller's just simply, as a Knicks fan, sitting there clapping, being like, go Knicks, go. And you're fucking railing him. Rail fucking Meek Mill. I need help here, Roan. I need fucking help. Stop going against Ben Stiller, American fucking icon. Go against Meek fucking Phil, Roan.
The best part about Ben Stiller is he sits courtside at Knicks games.
Yeah.
I didn't see. There goes Cole Hamels. Oh my God.
Oh, why take it out on Cole?
I think our mics
That was
are
Aaron
out.
Noah.
Our mics are out.
Oh, it's Noah. Yeah, why?
actually
why,
out?
Or Noah.
Or no, he's been pitching better. It shouldn't.
Oh.
Is is our mics out?
Mike's
We
out?
can hear you.
I can't hear anything.
I can hear it. I hear
Did
everything.
Smitty break something by just being a loser?
See, it honestly, Meek has been going so hard in the paint, it's made it tough for like me to even talk any shit to Smitty because Meek has just been taking the ball like prime Kobe and ISO and just like fade away in Smitty's head,
the
like
issue,
dunking on him. Like it's like what like Meek's just cooking. Like I'm
What's
just
the issue, Smitty? What's the issue?
The issue here is I unfortunately am the only one here who has the somewhat of a platform to have to fucking defend this team every
But they don't need to be defended. They stink. They stink, Smitty.
I admit that.
Your MVP's a loser. He can't
not a
play.
loser.
He was a full +1 over 44 minutes.
Yeah.
He can't score in the fourth quarter. The only way he can score is by taking out the other team's best defender.
Meek, that was the 11th playoff game that Joel Embiid has lost when he has a positive plus-minus.
He was a +1.
That's it. That's it.
Are we,
That's it. No, that's it.
+1?
If we can't have like if I'm not allowed to answer with facts and Meek just yells.
Oh, I'm giving you facts.
You sound like me last week on this.
He played the entire second half and got outplayed. He couldn't grab a rebound. He's 7'1", 360. What does he do?
He's infuriating. This is what he does. This is what he does. This is his skills.
Go ahead, Meek.
Smitty,
You're
he
the
does
man.
not get
Playoff
asked.
games that he shot below 50%.
No, I can't.
He did like 11 in the last
doesn't
12.
get asked.
I can't compete
Center,
with
Smitty?
I can't compete when somebody just yells louder and thinks he's right
Yeah,
about it.
I am right. You're the one down 3-1.
Congrats, Meek. Congrats. I said at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the series, my thoughts on this Sixers team. I've been, for the most part, right. I thought it wouldn't be 3-1. I thought it'd be 2-2, in which
But it's
it
not.
legitimately
Deep breath, Smitty. Deep breath.
No, and that's it. That's it. That's all I have to say.
you have to clemmer him. You're gonna have to be. You have to just like start getting personal. I don't know.
No, I'm not gonna get
I don't know
personal.
what else you can do. I don't know what else you can
I'm
do.
not gonna get personal.
I told you.
That is the way to make it stop.
I told you at the start of the season.
Tell him you'll beat him up. Like I don't know. I don't know what you can do. I don't know what you can do.
No, I took it out on Aaron Nola's bobblehead for some reason.
No, I know.
Poor Aaron. Can we get a shot of poor fucking decapitated Nola in the corner?
I know. Look
Now,
at him.
if Aaron Nola's bad the rest of the season, you only have yourself to blame. You killed both the Sixers and Aaron Nola.
No.
I honestly think that you can blame the fans a little bit as well. I don't think no matter how bad the Yankees are, no matter how I don't think I've ever seen another team overtake a very like an organization that's not like dog shit.
This isn't like the Devil Rays.
Yeah,
First of all, this
and
is-
I get and I like what you said about them getting a like paycheck out of it, like selling for a lot. I understand that as well, but I don't know. I feel like the fact that it was so loud for the Sixers, I mean for the Knicks, was jarring. Honestly, it was jarring.
No, true. It is unprecedented to see the reigning MVP in his home court in like not a series they're down like 3-0 or something, in a 2-1 where like they win this game like they're back in it. To be getting booed at the foul line is true in like a sports town like Philly that's like one of the, I would say, a top 5 sports city in this country.
Absolutely.
Truly like stunning.
Joel Embiid's 30. He's not getting any younger. This is it for him.
This is it.
We'll never see him in a conference final.
He
literally-
got 50 points over the game.
Congrats, you won one game
But
in
I'm
the
saying
series. What did he damn
but
do?
you're putting the guy in the ground. He's
He put one of our guys in the fucking ground. He took him out.
No, but
Can you
like,
tell Meek that he was legitimately begging for Joel Embiid like 2 weeks ago?
Oh yeah.
Meek,
Can you tell him that?
No,
Can you
no.
give him headphones?
Meek, Deuce wants you to know. I'm a translator now. That you were begging for Embiid a couple weeks ago.
To play him?
he's saying that he's
Wanted him in
saying
New
you
York.
wanted him on the Knicks 2 weeks ago is what Dukes is saying.
You can pull the clip. I don't think I ever begged for that. You can pull the clip.
Hey, now I'm getting cooked.
I don't think I ever begged.
Meek said pull receipts. Got shit on me.
Listen, it's
With the fans, it wasn't a good look, but there was price gouging going on from the jump with this team in the playoffs. Anybody who was like mid-Jersey, equidistance, who is a Knicks fan, where are you going to go to? Like pay 3 times as much as go to the Garden, or are you going to go and pay half the price, and which is still twice as much as the normal ticket, or go to Philly?
What about
that's what it was, but obviously it's not the best
The
look.
fans don't want to watch a loser team that can't get to a conference
You
final.
root for the Mets and Knicks.
Yeah.
Meek. You're a
I do root for a Knicks. A team that's up 3-1. You're correct.
Exactly, and when they get dick stomped by the Celtics or maybe in the Pacers next series, you're going to be in the corner and be like, oh, well, it's okay, we won one round.
Okay.
I'm going to drink my milk, I'm meek. Go Twitter.
This is what losers do.
Exactly. Exactly.
how do you feel about
Okay.
How do you feel about Embiid kind of taking the Ben Simmons wide open shot?
It sucks.
I mean, it sucks because he's automatic for those shots. It's not like it was like
no. Oh, I thought you meant the shots at like the fan base.
no. The shot that he was wide open at the end of the game and to
What
go
the
for the layup.
10-footer and like not slam a jam. I mean, that was like an in between. I mean, if that was Embiid's thing up until that point, and he pulled a Ben Simmons, okay, it's bad. That was just like he's got caught in between. He was
should have shot
He was
that.
probably surprised he was that wide open from 10 feet out, but whatever. They were down by 5 with 20 seconds.
It was
to go.
actually 4, but like 20 seconds.
Okay, they're down by 4 with 20 seconds to go. Like, I'm not going to blame him for that. But with him calling out the fans at the end, it's sad. It's sad because he has been like the utmost like representative for Philadelphia for so long. And like, if there was a way where he just like wanted out all of a sudden, like that's not a good lead up to it.
Fans just want to see a guy that wins. They don't care that he beats the Brooklyn Nets in the
well,
playoffs. They don't care that he beats
fans also
the
want
Raptors
Tobias
in the
Harris not to
playoffs.
take up 30% of the salary cap.
I like
So
that.
Let's blame Embiid.
I
for
do
that.
understand. It is kind of like I know
Like-
you're trolling, but I do understand. Like Embiid's not the problem.
Yes, he is.
So
I don't.
If your superstar can't show up in the fourth quarter, can't play 44 effective minutes,
But he has-
Playoffs.
Listen,
The other guys in the
let me-
what about the other guys?
Let me do a little middle ground here. I think they're both like. Listen, Embiid's. It's not Embiid's like fault they're losing, but also being a non-factor in the fourth quarter is tough. When
Also,
you're
you
in a close
played
game.
48 minutes.
I think that's
as a
fair.
center. What's
No,
that?
I agree.
48 minutes.
It's
What
the playoffs.
what
You're
Smitty
playing
said.
guys.
I just think that
he's playing on a hurt leg, and
he's he can't. His eye is twitching.
And Smitty said in real time because Brunson got hurt at the beginning of the fourth quarter, like and whatever. I don't know, last play of the third on the Lowry like last second
I got
shot,
like 9 minutes.
and we were Knicks fans, we were freaking out for a second. He went to the locker room, and so he got a little bit of break, and instantly when it went to like the commercial break before the fourth quarter, Smitty was like, "Oh, like this is gonna be like Hartenstein got in 5 fouls, he was out. This is gonna be the time when he gets his rest." Like Smitty was very surprised, in real time when he did not get a breather the first few minutes of the fourth.
Because they thought they were going to come out and steamroll in the beginning of the fourth. Which I mean, even hindsight's 20/20, but I don't hate that approach.
No, honestly, it makes sense. You're thinking Hartenstein's at 5 fouls, and they just watch Brunson limp to the locker room.
Yeah.
They're like, I can imagine they're just like, this is our
He
chance.
thought the MVP could take on Precious Achiuwa in the fourth quarter, and I guess he just couldn't. That's what it comes down to.
He couldn't. It's that's where like I know Meek's trolling, but he also he is a little bit right. Like to be like a no show when you have a clear mismatch. Like it was
Precious
not.
Achiuwa, who wasn't
But
even
also,
show up.
we have to say what's like Embiid was hurt for how long in the season?
He's always hurt.
A few
He's been
months.
hurt
He
his
was over a
entire
few months
career.
for sure. He's not 100%. Like everyone.
100%, and he's not like full. Listen, conditioning's a thing. It doesn't like he didn't play for a while. What's this?
Season 18.
Damn.
It was time. Like
There's a
Meek,
receipt.
I
No,
was trying to find.
I don't know how
receipts.
Curry's ever been
Meek-
like that, but
Meek
Curry
has-
gets the pass when he
Meek
plays
has
like
hated-
an injury. Then when he has a game like this, apparently he's the best player. Yeah, it's true.
I don't agree with the Curry. I don't agree with the Curry comparison. I don't see how he
This
is.
is
Yeah, I don't know
I know
that
it's
one.
2019. Even I don't
Well,
know.
no, it goes back.
Curry
to,
was never
it goes
really.
back to 2016 finals where people were just blaming Steph for being hurt.
I will say I saw a funny tweet where it was like, where the Knicks condition, like who conditions the
Dude,
Knicks?
that was
And
the best tweet ever.
tweet was they play in the regular
They
season.
just play. They just try hard all
And it's-
82 games.
They actually like, that's usually what
Well,
happens.
and you guys have a bench too. That's a little. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest. Like,
You're right. But I mean, like Hart, like literally doesn't come out of the game. I mean, we got fucking like Brunson playing like 40 plus minutes every night,
OG
like
played
45.
47.
Yeah, OG playing
Not
like.
coming out of the games.
We have like 3 guys that sit out for a total of like 6 minutes a game, like at most.
Had to go to an 8-man rotation because the Sixers just like injuring players. Poor Bogdanovich played 1 minute.
And that's
Meek,
yesterday.
you
We were
really
basically
get, like-
down 2 like key bench guys yesterday.
Embiid lost the Sixers this game and gave back. Hey, at least the election.
I've
been trolling Joel Embiid.
the blueprint's out there for Embiid now. Like as
Yeah,
the only Meek. Just
okay,
Meek,
I give.
Yeah,
him
so,
Okay, Meek,
let him
go
go.
ahead.
I'm gonna mute you, Meek.
like Embiid's 30 years old. He has never won. Maybe in 2019 when they lost to the Raptors, but he has never once like played an entire postseason like purely healthy and ready to go. Next season, like I don't care. I don't care about the load management. I don't care about the crap they get. I don't care about the MVP like disqualification because he hasn't played enough games. Sit him for half the year. Sit him for half the year.
Always good to say that about him.
I don't care anymore. Sit him for half the year.
So
Yeah, sit him for half the year. So if he comes in the postseason as a
And do well, losing 5 games.
3-4 seed and is completely healthy, at least we can see him healthy and ready to go in the playoffs one time.
So so one thing, Meek is all ready to bury your franchise. Don't you guys have like $80 million in salary cap next year?
Yeah, Tobias Harris is off the books.
So the
It's
idea,
like
like you have this idea that the franchise is cooked. I'm just saying that there is opportunities, a pathway here.
I mean, Joel Embiid's not getting any healthier.
I understand that.
He's 30 years old. He's on the decline of his career.
Right, but
I'm not talking about young players.
But if they can go and replace Tobias Harris with someone who's actually that gives him. And now we're seeing.
And
We're also
Decline of his
seeing
career, I don't know
Durant
if we can
wants
say that.
Durant might want to trade. Like there's options now. The Sixers.
Oh
can
yeah,
better
I mean, Paul George and draft.
oh, Paul George. Oh, everyone's scared of him in the playoffs. Jeez.
He had a really good game on.
He did play really well.
See a
last
shot
night.
last
30 dropped 32.
He had like
on
20 in the
those.
first
And then
half.
when
Kirk
he
Cousins in
threes,
prime
he's
time.
Tobias Harris.
Like I want.
Paul George is not. Like,
dude,
if he puts on a Sixers jersey, he'd beat Tobias Harris.
Dude,
but that's
I want this
He's
guy.
not Tobias Harris.
Screw Ben Simmons, Jerry Ferrara, Spike Lee. I want this guy to be the face of the Knicks. I want to be the face of the fucking Knicks. You just first round, just talking shit on everybody. Haven't been to a finals or Eastern Conference Finals, and God knows how long. Maybe 1 second. I want you to
99.
be the face of the Knicks, nationwide, worldwide. I want you to be.
1999.
You be the face of the
It was a
Knicks.
lockout year. Got swept by the Spurs.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Take the responsibility and go out there. Go against every single anti-Knicks fan that you have to play against when it's not like 20-on-1 in the Barstool office, and fucking go. No. Do it, Meek. Yeah, go out your front right. Send a tweet to somebody right now. Who do you play next? Pacers? Right now? No. Tweet at Halliburton. Do it, Meek. Do it.
Meek, I need you
No,
to...
Meek. Do it right now. Tweet at Halliburton, Meek.
The last tweet I
No. Do it, Meek. Do it. No. You're the
Can I
face
say
of the Knicks
something?
fan.
Can I say
Do it.
something? The last tweet I've sent to that Pacers player, I think I told Paul George to break a leg.
There you go. Yeah, do it. Do it again.
Very Meek
Say that.
Nice.
Say the last tweet I sent to a Pacers player was break a leg.
I got-
Here you go, Tyrese Halliburton.
Pacers
Good
in the
luck.
next round
Do that.
first. I got to see the Pacers in the next round.
Well, no, but you're the worldwide face
That
of the Knicks
series
right
ain't
now.
over.
Okay, just do it. But get ahead of it. Do some scouting. Get ahead of it. Send a tweet, Meek. Be the face.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'd like to see Meek on a billboard.
Yeah.
The face of the Knicks.
Face of the Knicks. Meek Mill. Drowning in milk.
Oh, yeah, Paul George. Oh, yeah.
Smitty, do you feel a little almost abandoned by your Philly friends at the Barstool office? Like it was 5-on-1. I watched a stream a little bit last night, and it's like you can't do anything. You can't get excited. You can't slap hands with anybody.
I mean, it's basically just me, Roan, and Fran, I guess. Like, Fran's on our bachelorette party.
Oh, Max.
And Max is in Chicago.
Traded
Roan's
the Bucks.
Roan's got bigger fish to fry with Ben Stiller for some reason. Like I'm fine holding it down, but it's a losing proposition. Like, what am I supposed to do? It'd be one thing if I had any firepower to work back with. I got nothing. I got nothing from my team. I got nothing from the ownership. The fan thing was a bad look. Like, what do you want from me? I'm just here to take it and
100%.
decapitate Aaron Nola. Apparently,
You asked me about like ownership owning several teams. So there is actually precedent for right now. The Red Sox, John Henry, he owns the Penguins. He owns the race. But
I'm talking back in the day.
no, but I'm saying
Doesn't Paul Allen?
Well, the reason why this is relevant is because a lot of Red Sox fans feel that the second he started spreading himself too thin, he doesn't care about the team anymore.
Exactly.
And I think you see. I think when you own a number of different franchises, you can't help but care less.
It's a business. It's a business to them. It's not family oriented. It's not like a respected Jeffrey Lurie and John Middleton, the Phillies and Eagles owners. They make a community out of their teams, and
They both do a
care.
really good job.
They care about the city. They care about the teams. Ed Snyder did that before evil Comcast took over and killed him. And you just see, and people galvanize behind it. What Josh Harris is doing with the Sixers, yeah, they're able to skate by because they have like somewhat hope with the MVP and guys coming in, but it's not a good spot.
Well,
It's really not a good spot.
The main difference is Phillies won in 08, made some championship series, World Series. Eagles won a Super Bowl, made some conference championships. Sixers don't even do that. That's the main difference.
What have the Knicks done since the 60s?
Well, where's New York State?
90s.
That's what it is.
Oh, no, I meant like winning it all. Sixers haven't won a
They
championship in
beat the Hawks in a playoff game.
Yeah, the Sixers haven't won a championship in 40 years, and that's somehow more recent than the
More than
Knicks.
that.
It is funny, like Knicks fans talking shit right now, when it's just like you have nothing to back it up with. But right now, they're living in the now.
That is the biggest revelation. Is this Knicks team is teams aside, is the most likable basketball
Very
team
likable.
I have ever came across. And Knicks fans have reminded us why Knicks fans are the worst.
They
I've been clamoring for Knicks to be good because I think when they're good, basketball is sick.
And the city's more fun.
You guys make me like Meek. You make me. Meek, I'm looking right at you.
Yeah.
Look at me. You are the definition of like the worst person in the world.
No, but we're why. But we're why when like you come to New York and play good, like we love you. Like Brunson's a
Right.
god. Like our threshold for that, because we've been so bad, our threshold for
And
that is
Philly's
so low.
Philly's the same way. If you just play hard, you're gonna be loved unanimously.
I
No
don't
matter
play
what. The
hard.
Knicks play hard every single night, every single play, and it's lovely to watch. I would love to be able to root for a team like that. Even if the Knicks win, they're enjoyable basketball to watch.
I mean, just every guy on the team, like none of them were super high draft picks.
No.
Like none of that. Like they all were like a few first rounders, but like I think was Hart a top 10 pick?
Nah, he's part of it.
He was like 17, right? Like
Oh, he was like
17.
I looked. It was 27.
Was all right? So like no, like I think DiVincenzo maybe like 13 or 17, something like that.
17 exactly.
Like all these
Also-
guys were
but
like
also-
lower, like not like top 10 picks. They were people didn't think they were gonna. Obviously, Brunson was second round after being like player of the
But
year.
Brunson, what I want to say, when you got Brunson, it was also like, should have you paid him $100 million? Now, it's
I even admit, like I said that I was.
now
I
it's like
don't
the
know if it's too
biggest,
much money or
biggest steal in the
Oh,
world.
he's the best contract in the NBA.
Yeah,
Sports.
So maybe like we were
Sports.
joking about Deuce McBride.
You can,
not
the
sports.
fact of having your best player in the NBA making $20-something million is a huge advantage.
This is because
In a cap
also it's
league.
different in the NBA because it's less.
I mean, yeah, think
I
a guy like he could be getting like 60 million a year. He's making literally like less than half of what he.
Bradley
could.
Beal's making $50 million.
That's what I'm saying, and he's on a contract for another 2 more years. Maybe transition into that too. Suns are
The
cooked.
super team era is dead. Like, if you
Oh.
want to win in this league, you have to either draft your guys or have incredibly team-friendly contracts like what the Knicks do.
So we say that the super team it's not dead.
it's very nice.
It's
Because we have a Celtics team who has they drafted them themselves. I know that's
That doesn't
different.
count.
It's different.
I
But
think
they
you know,
also added Porzingis. That's not like
Like I said, they built their team.
the Clippers are like still it's 2-2. That is a super team. Like I don't think it's dead. The Suns, I get what everyone's saying. The Suns have made it dead, but those three just don't work together at all.
I shouldn't say super team. I should say like homie hopping in a way. Like,
Oh my god.
Get back behind the
Yeah,
guys.
that's
I'm not
it. You're
kidding.
out.
I'm not kidding.
That's it. He's in the back.
That was
Homie hopping?
crazy.
What?
It's more. I think you just have to go about it differently.
That was a crazy way. That was it. When he's on the mic too long, get him out. He's calling homie hopping.
That's your guys. That's your boy. That's your Knicks representative.
My
Right?
guy, Meek's my guy, through and through. Brothers in arms right now, forever and ever.
But yeah, no, it's so you think Sixers no chance have any fight left?
I'd be shocked if they win Game 5.
Yeah.
The only reason
I
why
would
they
too.
the only reason why they would push this to 7 is because Game 7 would be on Saturday, and I had my kid's 3rd birthday party, and we've been planning it for like months, and I would have to come. here.
Okay, now
That would be the only reason.
now I might listen in Smitty's world. It's Game 7.
And they won't even win. I'd have to come here and they lose.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
they-
of course they're gonna lose. You kidding me?
If the Knicks
In
are in a
Smitty's
game,
world, this is a game that it's going. They're gonna blow out the Knicks the next next couple games, 2 games, and then they're gonna lose a heartbreaker.
Fuck
I'm
it.
not even thinking. All I want to say is, Vibs, get
He's got
ready,
his head
brother,
still.
because Meek's coming for that ass, Vibs.
So it's over. You're saying?
yeah, we're beating them in 5. I said I said it all
over.
along. Knicks in 5.
All right,
I
Knicks.
stood
And it's
by
not-
it.
Knicks fans
every
say it's
game.
over.
After the loss, I stood by it. Knicks in 5.
And it's not so much.
in
And it's
5.
not so much a Sixers thing. I just think the Knicks will not allow that to happen unless there's and you don't root for injuries unless there's multiple injuries or a cataclysmic event that happens. There's no way the Knicks allow the Sixers to beat them while up 3-1.
I'm even just just Brunson, just his mentality is just perfect for the humble superstar is just perfect for New York. Like Eli was kind of like that, even though he'd never even reached he's gonna be a Hall of Famer and all that, but just that being that humble kind of not never excited about what you do. He's gonna ask, oh, you broke the Knicks playoff scoring record. Couldn't have cared less. Literally could not. He was well, think about that. That'll be cool later on, whatever. It really doesn't mean anything if we don't win. We don't advance.
This might be. Do you guys agree? Almost, in my eyes, it makes them more likable too. Or it's also Hart and him are best friends. They have a podcast together. They've shown their personality more. on the internet.
Yeah,
And I almost feel like that's why they're a little more likable. It obviously helps when you win and you're a 2 seed in the East for the Knicks
I
for
think
the
they
first
also
time.
are likable too. Like
They are, no,
They're
they
very
are.
likable.
But I'm saying, like,
Very
when you
likable.
put your personality out there, sometimes I feel like fans even get more excited to like root for you when you're talking about your experience with the team, seeing how Josh Hart and him are like actual best friends. They bust each other's balls like we do on this show. Like, I don't know, it's. And like Hartenstein, like literally, like wasn't going to be in the NBA, and all of a sudden he's like going to be a star. Like,
I mean, he was in the G League didn't go to college with G League for 3 years.
yeah.
But even like you said, Hart and Brunson, like they've heard like Hart's like very goofy and like Brunson's kind of like the straight man, but he's like the more like that sarcastic, funny.
Yeah.
Like, and then now you throw like DiVincenzo in the mix of the year, where like the three of them
Good
play
dynamic.
together forever. Like they have this great dynamic where they're making jokes about him, like you basically like how when he started playing in Delaware, like black people started coming to the games and making him like feel uncomfortable about it. He doesn't want to like
Only
talk
thing
about
for
it
the
and
Knicks-
stuff. Like it's funny, like it's a funny
The
dynamic.
Knicks, the sporting cast has been very good as well. Like Precious comes up out of nowhere, Deuce McBride. Like it also,
Like, if you were to tell me that the Knicks completely shut down the Sixers, specifically Embiid, without Hartenstein or Mitchell Robinson in that fourth quarter,
You get laughed
it's
at.
just-
yeah,
And even just the selflessness of this team, where like DiVincenzo's like been like basically like the at times like this when Randall was out, he was like the second scorer. It's been like stepped up big time as like the starting shooting guard. And we have a game like last night where Deuce McBride was doing a way better job defending Maxey. So we just like went with him the whole fourth quarter, like big stretches, and DiVincenzo like doesn't care. Like
So that's what I wanted to bring up. He doesn't care. He doesn't show that he's cared.
No,
But
he just wants
I'm
to
saying
win.
to see how he actually plays like next game as well, like because he is the type of guy that he should be playing most.
And he also he had a big burst in the third quarter.
Yeah, I know. I had
He
the
scored 8
fucking
points in like he scored 8 points in felt like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So he did contribute, but he just didn't play as many minutes
No, he didn't
as he
control.
had in the regular season.
He had 8 points, but he was 0 for like 7 at first.
Well, no, yeah, he wasn't shooting well before
Yeah.
that for sure. But he still like him and like made some shots when he needed to, and he knows like there could be where like we end up with like the Pacers next series, and he could be back playing like 30, 40 minutes, like 30 plus 40 minutes again.
Hey, I have a question for Meek. Hey, Meek. Back there? Get Meek.
How does it take someone that long to get up?
I don't know. He's in a trance.
He's going to other
He's
shows.
watching his highlight tape.
He's
Checked
going
out.
to other hot shows.
Meek,
with
Meek,
white boxers or-
so you
He's probably clipping his own clips right now in the back.
I saw him laughing at himself.
Was he?
he's very proud of himself.
We got a clip out for a show.
That's I know, man. Make sure the clip's about you. Meek,
Whoa. Hot in the streets right now. Other people are clipping it.
I'm kidding around.
I know. I got to stick up for my.
That's fair. That's fair. Meek, you said before the series you would be up Smitty's ass, and I feel like you've done actually a really good job doing that. You've been up his ass.
Yeah, Richard Gere. It's a Richard Gere gerbil.
Terrible. Yeah. Now, Meek,
Exactly what it is. It's very uncomfortable.
my question for you. I'm sure.
Very uncomfortable. Also, I'm sorry. The Smitty versus the Mike, then that whole entire thing was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But keep going.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny.
So, are you going to be up Viv's ass for the Pacers series?
Let's see the Pacers complete the job first.
Let's say they do.
Yeah.
I'd argue that's a scarier person to go up against
He's
than Smitty.
going to.
I agree.
I 100% agree. He won't take no shit.
No.
I think we might need to bring Vibs in here a couple
Now
times
that
next week.
Smitty takes
100%.
shit,
Oh,
100%.
if they play each other.
And Brad, trust me, I am going to be on Vibs' side.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
you
will be
are.
given ammunition.
So, I'll be on Vibs' side too. Absolutely.
I mean,
It's good for the. It's
Yeah,
good
because
for the
you'd rather
NBA.
play them than the
Yeah,
Knicks.
Meek, you don't think I'm not gonna forget last week, buddy? Yeah, I'm Team Smitty and Vibs. This
Now you got to flip that, like Clemmer. That's out of fear, because you rather play the Pacers. You know
yeah,
that. You know you rather play
Who would the Celtics rather play?
I don't even, it doesn't really
the
matter.
Knicks.
I honestly think that Celtics.
There's only one team I'm scared of: the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that's a little crazy.
I think that's a
there's
little
some West-
crazy.
I think there's
It's
some West
the
teams you
same
should also.
The Timberwolves
So-
just did something pretty good.
Ask Dukes. How about you? How many teams are you scared of?
Just one. I'm not even scared of them. I'm
No,
just like,
but, like,
I'm just like, that's the
We say
only-
scared or worried. We'll call it
Worried. I'm worried.
Could you see?
I'm not even worried. It's
scared.
just
Like,
like-
could you see yourself
you
losing
think
to
could
someone?
beat you, like could beat you.
Yes, we're going to split hairs, but I'm not worried about any team. It's just like if we lost them, it's one acceptable team to lose to.
so,
Yes, I agree with that.
Can I say something about
It's
the
a Western
Pacers?
Conference.
What's that?
What do you say?
Is it one acceptable team to lose to the
The
Nuggets?
Nuggets.
I mean, there's no acceptable team to lose to.
And I
You're
think
literally
that we will beat
favorites.
them because it's not the same.
Yeah, I would
as the
agree,
teams
to be
last year.
honest.
Yeah, Clemmer, you have the 5th highest point differential of all time. There's no acceptable team to lose to.
Oh, I mean, make it the same. The Nuggets are the reigning champions.
Look,
Like,
there's no acceptable team to lose to.
all right,
You're that good.
well, you know, you're a Knicks fan. You know a lot about losing, so maybe you're right.
So you're just basically saying like you know you're inevitably gonna lose.
What?
You know you're inevitably going to lose then. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying there's no acceptable team for the Celtics themselves to lose to because they're favorites.
Yeah.
They're just a historically good basketball team.
They're very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see you guys in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I hope we do, and I'll be in your ass too if that's
You
the
will.
case.
Yeah,
I
we'll
will
see
be
how that works
all-
out.
I
for
need
you,
nothing
buddy.
more than the Knicks
I do
Celtics
too.
now. We
I
got
need
the Knicks 76ers. Knicks Pacers will be fun. The Celtics Knicks will be unbelievable.
And I hate the fact that you're just talking about how the series is over already, but it is. It just is.
That is.
It's
I will say
3-1, but it's
that
over,
is highly
man.
disrespectful. I forgot. I forgot the Sixers were in the playoffs. So.
But it's so over.
It feels like a funeral, doesn't it?
It sucks.
Phillies are good though.
Phillies are great. They're 19 and 10.
Phillies
Yeah,
are-
Taiwan
Phillies
Walker
are
turned into rotation.
Just swept the Padres.
I don't know how to explain it, but
was.
Meek
Phillies
like
are gonna
sounds.
win 95 games. Phillies are good.
If you had
We're
to, like,
talking.
if you had to guess what Meek, like if you're like, oh, this is what a troll sounds like, it would be Meek. If you could only hear like what a troll sounds like he
Yeah.
sounds like a troll.
He's Oscar. He's Oscar the Troll Grouch. He'll come out of his trash can, fucking sit up, just rah, 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 and go back in his fucking can.
Like, the way that he was attacking you, I was like, this is so perfect.
Oh, it's like I'd be in your ass games 1 through 7. There's not going to be a game 7, so it's a 180 from last year. You didn't have to deal with this last year.
Yeah, to deal with myself, which is arguably worse.
Oh no, Smitty. Oh no.
All right, let's move on.
the Phillies.
Let's move on. We'll talk about the Pacers now. I mean, Doc Rivers he's excused.
He's got his excuses.
Yeah,
I mean, this team was not Lillard out. Then Bobby Portis gets thrown out.
You think Doc wanted Dame to play that game? Psh, come on.
I think he did. I'll be
no,
honest.
but
I think he
Smitty's
did.
right. Smitty said it like the second Lillard got hurt. Now because
the second Giannis.
but even with Giannis, I feel like they still would have been like, you had a lot of talent to lose to this Pacers team. With Lillard and Giannis, they're
And then Bobby
like,
Portis.
and Bobby Portis gets thrown out
And even Middleton got
6
hurt
minutes
at
into the game.
There was no offense. I don't even know how it got a little close at one point. Like Brook Lopez was taking threes from the logo.
He
It was,
is
and
a
he
good
was
three-point shooter.
No, I know, and he hit it, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't think the Pacers are.
It was I took Lopez over. It was like 14.5 points, and he literally didn't get a look when Portis was in. And the second Portis went out, he just became like the number one option. He was scoring everything.
Do you think that the Bucks will have a chance if Giannis came back?
Yes, I would say yes. They have a
No.
If Giannis, if he can play like 100,
much to overcome to win 3 in a row.
if he can be close to 100%,
Yeah.
yeah, they
I mean,
absolutely have a chance.
They
have a
A chance
chance.
is a big word, I guess. A chance, sure, but is it likely? I say no, just because winning 3 in a row is so hard. If
But
the
winning-
series was 0, like even up, then it's different.
But if they can listen, if he say I don't know what the time, like I know the timeline before the playoffs started was like 2 to 4 weeks, so we're not there yet. But if he was able to come back for game, or they were even just like able, say they're able to steal game 4, or no, game 5, I guess.
Which they can at home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll be at home. Like you never know.
Is Lillard gonna play?
I don't know.
If
Giannis came back, like
Lillard
they-
and Giannis aren't playing, they don't have a chance to win. That.
I don't really think so either. But
I
Like
think
a legitimate chance.
I think they do have a chance to still like yesterday's game without Bobby Portis, they were still like in it.
And then Middleton got hurt.
I know, like that's
I
when
mean, they were down 3 at half, which obviously
at one point Gallinari was like their second option.
If Giannis is able to come back 100%, they have a chance to win it all. Like they
I
just
agree.
they just do because it's Giannis. But
chance for
he's
sure.
not coming back 100%.
yeah, I don't think so. And I don't think he's at this point in the series. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, they said 2 to 4 weeks, where 2 is the short side. It's been like a week basically. I mean,
A little more than that.
A week and a half,
by
like
3
a
and a
week and a
half.
half.
By the way, next game. So
I think it's a little over a week, like
that's
week and a
saying-
half.
That saying is a shot. 3.5 is pretty small.
For
Right,
sure,
so,
yeah.
And the money line's only Pacers are minus 162.
Portis is, and I'm a big Bobby Portis guy. You just can't do that.
Can't do that.
In a game where you have your 2 best players are out, you're down 2-1. It's the first quarter. You just can't take a swat. Like you got away with the shove, and then you swiped it. You basically like smacked him in the face.
Honestly, he would have been if he didn't swipe his face, like his arm. He probably would have got the foul on the Pacers guy.
100%.
He did it against.
If he doesn't make
Is it
contact with
Nemhard?
his head, yeah. If he doesn't make contact with his head, he doesnn't get thrown out.
He
That
might
was,
not-
that was what got him ejected.
So stupid, especially like you're the guy. You're the second guy on this team right now.
They were going to
he
him
was
early,
cooking,
like
too.
yeah, like they were getting him, like they were throwing the ball to him in the post. Like
Yeah.
he was definitely like in with that offense, he's like literally the number 2 guy scoring.
Next game, my Mavs. Let me tell you, they were down 27 in the second quarter, and I was like, I turned it off for a little bit. Came back in the third. Kyrie is a wizard, but Paul George would made one of the craziest shots from that corner right there. If you look at that sequence, it was unbelievable. That was the best. I think the Mavs series, and I actually think the Knicks Sixers have been the most exciting. Both.
Wait, so you
Without
talking
question.
about the same Paul George Meek just laughed at for me saying the Sixers should go get him in free agency?
Seriously, one of the most impressive things I've ever seen of basketball players was
Yeah.
him. He like went back and forth. He was like behind the backboard and shot a three.
He was, I mean, especially to start the game, the first quarter, he was unconscious.
Yeah, this is the
first
best
quarter.
series. Would you agree?
Besides Knicks Sixers, yeah, it's number 2.
You think it's 2?
I think.
I
I think.
think for like I
Knicks
think
Sixers-
it's
the Knicks have been more like every game's been
Yeah.
like close where they've had like their
Blowouts.
last game was
Okay.
a
When it's
blowout.
all
Yeah,
said and
yeah.
done, though, I think that the Mavericks want to be better just because we know that one's going 6 games. You know,
That's
the
true.
Knicks
Like
one's over in
no,
5.
that's fair. I just think the Knicks Sixers like every game has been like.
There's
down to
also
the wire,
more.
where
They've
they've had like
been
blowout
more.
games.
I agree with that.
It's been more chippy. It's been more complaining on each side. Like it's been more like that. But I think it's definitely 1 and 2.
Oh man! Hey, let me just say last point about the Sixers and Knicks. I don't expect them to win the series. I don't expect them to win Game 5. It's actually pointless for them to win this series because they're never going to win the East. They just aren't. They're run down. They're not good enough. And if they do win, the Knicks are going to play them so hard. They're going to be so battle fatigued that they might not even show up to the next series. But man, if they somehow win in 7, Meek, the bell is going to toll for thee. Okay. Quote me.
Mate, he's what Shakespeare.
The bell
think.
will toll for thee if the Sixers win.
I don't know what that means, but it was kind of a bar.
I don't know. I feel like he's
We're getting into our Hemingway shit now.
Hemingway, there we
Bell
go.
will toll
Not
for
Shakespeare.
thee.
Hemingway.
Smitty coming in after Game 7 of a win against the Knicks might be one of the biggest shows we have.
Oh my God.
Bell
that would
will
be
toll for
miserable. I'm not even putting that in.
Okay,
But, yeah, the Clip. That game was like that second half was I feel like I've never seen. Not never seen. It was one of the highest level basketball games I watched. It
was-
was like the shot making
Yeah.
on both sides was just insane.
It was the stars
back and
too.
forth.
The stars going every back and forth. It was not like some like random role player. It was the stars out.
Yep.
Harden was out. Kyrie
Harden was unbelievable too in the
at the
second half.
floaters at the end. were
Unbelievable. And it
ridiculous.
just took over. And like when they like it got dicey at the end, like Harden just took over.
Did you see Kyrie talking to the ref, going like this? He's like, this is all he does. It's all Harden does is this.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. That's all he fucking does. Kawhi didn't play again. And I mean,
Didn't matter.
didn't matter. Like, I don't know. An unhealthy Kyrie is almost. I mean, Kawhi. I don't know. I obviously have to play him. Kawhi's an unbelievable
sure.
talent, but it's just. But that game.
Amazing what happens when your superstar doesn't have to play 48 minutes every day and can take a spell and still win.
Yeah, no, it does. Who do you? I still have Mavs for the series. Obviously, who do you guys have for that series?
Yeah, I'll still go with the Mavs, but it really is such a coin. I'll go with the Mavs, but it's a coin flip
I agree with everything I've said.
because it's just where like the Clippers, as much as it's crazy how close the game got, but like they had their 2 stars played incredible. Like Paul George shot the ball incredibly well, and basically eked out a tight game. Like I think the Mavs are capable of like playing better. So
Yeah.
that's why I'll go with the Mavs.
The next game, the Mavericks are favored by 2 in LA. But this has obviously been the most compelling, or not compelling, but the most competitive series, I would think. Because even the Magic and Cavs, they've gone 2-2, but those games have been like not fun to watch.
It's the home team is just won big pretty much
Like
every
a
I'm
night.
gonna
Not
say
yet.
something pretty stupid, but Luka had a triple double and didn't play well.
Yeah, no, he's unbelievable. I think
he was 1 for 9 from 3 and had a triple double. And I still was like, he didn't play like that great.
And I think this I'll kind of use like a trail. I think like it's very clear like the next wave is not in order led by him, Shea, and Ant.
Yes.
Like those are like the three guys that are going to carry the league the next
And Tatum.
decade. Tatum too.
Tatum's very young still.
Yeah, that's fair. He needs a big like. I know he's had like some big like he had the 1 Game 7 he went for like 50 whatever it was last year, but he's laid a lot of. He has also laid some eggs in the playoffs, and I feel like that's left like a bad taste in the mouth of just like. Also, like the public narrative, which isn't always right. Like it's just a thing that Twitter, the internet, just kind of runs with. Where I think Ant right now is at this place where he's like ascending, and he's just such a dog. He's out here like sweeping the Suns, talking shit to KD, 40. I mean, yams on him. Like that dunk yesterday was crazy.
Crazy.
The fact that he's 22 years old. I was laughing this morning. It is so funny that I think we might have mentioned it last week how this guy came out of the league and the narrative on him by the media was that he doesn't care about basketball.
Yeah.
It's like no one cares more about this shit than Anthony Edwards when you watch him play. It's unbelievable how like funny that shit like that happens and 3 years later or 4 years later, whatever it is, you just totally forget about it because it's just nonsense.
I have some interesting series prices here. The Cavs are minus 175. The Mavericks are minus 190. We talk about how the Pacers, they have a chance at all. Pacers are minus 2,000.
I mean, it's 3-1. It's fair.
One.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
So, and the Knicks, by the way, minus 1,000. Yeah, I mean, the other ones are just crazy, but I mean, those are crazy.
I really think this Cavs Magic, the Magic are so good at home. I think it's going to go 7, and the Cavs are just going to win all the home games and just win.
I think that's a pretty fair.
Like, I think it's literally just going to go
Very fair
every home. It just,
Cavs are
look
so
at the way the
soft.
games have been. Like the Magic were so bad in Cleveland, and their record this year at home was unbelievable. 2 games at home, they smash them both games.
Cavs are so soft.
It's just if the Magic can go steal, if they can just somehow steal one, they're gonna win.
87 World
If
Series.
they could, I think like basically the winner of this game, I guess Game 5, the winner of Game 5 is gonna win the series.
The funny thing is today's story of like the Suns is like, oh, Frank Vogel's probably gonna get fired. It's like, yeah, it's his fault. It's definitely on his fault. Where I think that Bradley Beal is like he didn't show up.
We talk about Brunson having the best contract. Beal might be the worst contract.
Bad, like just
Give
didn't
him over
show
$50
up.
million, Marty, for the next year and the year after.
Yeah, it's
Next year,
fucking
he's on next
crazy.
year and the year after. KD's next year and the year after, who wasn't like he was good, but like
KD
Beal just
is what like KD's KD.
he's just aging.
No, like he's
KD
aging. You can tell he's aging.
His best basketball is behind him, but he still is very,
Still
very,
very good.
An elite scorer. It can
Booker's they should keep Booker forever.
Yeah, I would imagine them seeing Booker as like he's kind of the face.
Yeah.
Especially because and it was cool getting to like kind of see it and go to a game there. They're just very good with like the fan experience, the home. Like they do a great job with it. So I could see them like not wanting to basically fully like rebuild.
They also came out a little bit today. Like KD felt like he didn't feel great with the offense. He felt like he was getting pushed to the corner a lot, which is
that's what happens. That's what happens when you have 3 ISO guys.
Yeah, when it's like it doesn't work when you have the same player, and even though you're all really good,
They're all the fucking
do
same.
the same exact thing.
How many threes do you think Kevin Durant took in this series?
Not a lot. I would imagine he hasn't taken much. I would imagine in 4 games, I'd say KD. I'm gonna guess he took 10 threes.
12.
12 threes.
I figured.
12
I
threes
figured
for a
it was
scorer
low.
like him.
That's wild.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot. He doesn't shoot a lot of them, especially anymore, which is
weird,
surprising.
where
Yeah,
it's
it's definitely
like-
weird. Well, it's because they have 3 ISO guys. You just can't win like that. You can't play like that.
And he was averaging 5 a game this season, so he should have averaged like 20-21. He should have done 20-21 for the series if you think about it that way. So
There was even like because I know one of the games they lost like in Minnesota, like he only scored like 17 or something like that, and it wasn't like it was like he was like 7 for like 25 at 17, like he was 7 for like maybe it was like 13 or something like that. Like he's still like pretty efficient.
12 in 4 games is so low. Like Kyrie took 12 last game.
Yeah, nuts.
He was 6 of 12. It worked, but
DiVincenzo has games where he shoots like 10 plus threes.
yeah.
Do you guys think Kevin Durant trade to OKC for a plethora of picks is possible?
We were talking about this in the stream yesterday.
It'd be a great full circle moment.
I mean, Sixers and Heat.
I feel like they'll go. I feel like the Thunder and the Knicks are the Thunder and Knicks are in a similar spot where I think like they'll both swing for the fences first. And it's crazy to think now we're at a point where KD's like maybe not that. He's like just a hair below that.
I mean, how many draft picks think KD's worth in a trade? Think he's still worth 5?
5?
For 2 years of control.
Because that's
5
maybe,
firsts?
Well, I don't think 5 first. Definitely, I was like definitely not 5 first. But also, it's weird with the draft picks, like especially if you're a team like the Knicks or the Thunder, where you're assuming these draft picks are going to be like bad first rounders.
They go,
You're predicting the teams you're going to be good.
you go far enough though. If you stretch these out over 5-7 years, because you can't have back-to-back first.
That's
you know?
true. That's true.
Like 7 years.
Five is not like
5 years.
Obviously, way too many. 5 is.
Sometimes you're like, I don't know.
But I would
not be good in 5 years.
for a right superstar like Knicks, I will gladly like in the spot like the Knicks right now, or like Thunder, and like somewhere where they're like have a great young core that's building towards like trying to like be over the hump. Multiple like easily.
Yeah, I'm just
easily.
saying, 'cause it took 5 to get him, so it's like, would you like recoup your value? I don't know if you would.
I would say like
I think
3.
I think 3 is probably.
But you probably have to add in like some like a little like a player like for
Well,
money.
they're gonna have to make
that
money
for
work.
money. Well, the Knicks have the Knicks having Randall is massive because they can like swing that money.
They could have. The Sixers could just absorb.
Sixers
them.
could absolutely go after guys like they're gonna have a ton of money.
Yeah.
The free agents in this, like the Knicks are gonna have to pay OG. That's gonna be our like big thing on the offseason. You have
And he
to pay
deserves every
OG,
penny.
and then like he's gonna command like probably $30+ million a year, maybe more. And then we're gonna have to try to. Still think we're like a piece away from being like a legit like contender.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I think this team could like legitimately make a run at the like give the Celtics hell, and like maybe like they play out of their minds like go there. If they had to play like the Nuggets or something, that would be tough. But I think we're that one like big piece away from really being like where you're like, holy shit, the Knicks are like win the finals this year for real. And I think this is the offseason they try to probably like go after it.
Meek, do you agree with that? Do you think you guys are one player away? Because you were talking a lot of shit to Smitty, so.
I think we're good now. Like, I mean,
No,
for one
you're
player,
for sure one player away. You are.
Player got mentioned.
You're one player away. Let's be real.
No, let him be.
You're good now without Randall? Like now, or you
With Randall, this team, I think like that we could
just-
legitimately beat the Celtics with Randall.
Oh, I said you were better without Randall, and it's just.
here's the thing: do you think
Looks pretty
Jalen
good.
Brunson?
No,
can be
it
the
sure
best?
doesn't.
Do you think
What do you
Brunson
mean?
can be the
I mean,
best?
I think this
That's
series they
3-1.
could have used, but they could have used Randall like in a lot of these games. I think.
I think he takes
Like-
a lot of
like-
those shots away from Brunson.
When Brunson is having to take some like in the first 2 games when he's having to take a lot of those because like there's not that second score.
Well, oh, Devin Booker would be unbelievable.
I would not like Devin Booker. Not a good defender.
I knew he was gonna hate.
No, but it's
I
true,
swear to
though.
God, I kind of agree with Meek. Like, I don't know
I
if he
agree with
fits
you
like
guys.
what we do.
When your backcourt is Brunson and Booker, you're likely giving up like 70 points to guards a game.
I think you're crazy.
No, I think
agree
Meek's.
with Meek.
No, we're going like GM like people. He's named like obviously he's a great player.
Oh yeah, it's not a name. He's both.
We need like ball like the solid basketball we play. He needs to like he's gonna have to play defense and he doesn't.
Yeah, you got to be a two-way player for
I
all
think
five teams.
I think that's also like different when you bring a guy on like that. You can also help him play some defense.
I mean, you bring in
better.
Durant. Durant's not.
When you're playing the three guys.
But Durant has like been a good defender in his career. Like
All right, let's talk about tonight though. Let's talk about the games tonight. Celtics-Heat. Celtics are minus 10.5. I just don't know how you don't take them minus 10.5.
I'm taking 10.5. I also have a big announcement here. I'm bringing back the Monster Money Line Parlay.
Ugh,
Yep, it's back.
I agree. Honestly,
It's back
I
for one
agree.
day only. Oh, Smitty.
I agree with
Smitty's
that.
having a
If I
tough
could
day.
leave, I'd leave.
No, that's no.
I must puke.
No, it's good. It's
it's horrible.
Listen, it's plus 140. And you
All
take
three favorites.
Celtics, Nuggets, and Thunder. I think the
I
Nuggets
hate that.
definitely win.
The Nuggets.
I think the Celtics definitely win. And then the Thunder, that's the one I have some question marks about, but I think that's the.
It sucks. Like yesterday, we had such good such good games, and then these games you're just like,
I mean Thunder.
that series sucks.
Yeah.
The
There's
Pelicans give up.
There was one good
like,
game.
The Pelicans give up like it's nothing. The Celtics.
They're just in a tough spot.
Celtics it's a boring series. And the Lakers Nuggets, I don't think is boring. It's just that the Nuggets are probably going to take this one.
Yeah, the games themselves have been like pretty good.
The Lakers.
yeah,
have you
like-
seen that stat?
They've led.
The
for, like, a
Lakers
lot
are
of the
leading
games, yeah.
leading for like 80 minutes of the or 120 minutes or something crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, like the quarters alone, right? They haven't
feel like
like
they've- I
9
feel
of the
like
12 quarters or
I think
something.
They've led in the first half like every game pretty much.
That's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
one they didn't.
Yeah.
No, these have been actually pretty good games. The Lakers, it's going to end tonight. It could be ugly, but I think the Nuggets definitely win.
Yeah, I like the Nuggets minus. It's 7 or 7.5. I think they close it out.
So yeah, Monster Money on Parlay, bring it back plus
I'm
140.
going Pelicans.
It's not bad, right? You
I'm
guys
going.
like it?
No, I hate it. I'm going
Why?
with Pelicans plus 5.5.
Like tonight and I guess
That's what I mean, just tonight, one night only. Bring it
I
back.
honestly might bet all three favorites now.
See, there we
Yeah, the
go.
spread,
All
so-
right.
with spreads.
With
I know, but
spreads, I would,
you
but-
you put them all together. It's fun. It's
I'm not locked for the. I'm not locked into that. The only one I'm like definitely gonna bet is the Nuggets. But
I'm locked into 2 plays tonight. Heat plus 10.5. Heat plus 400.
Oh.
Why? What?
Oh.
Why?
Because the Heat, they're gonna lay it out all out on the line.
They didn't do that the last game?
They didn't.
What are you laughing at, Dukes?
Rochelle Ryan's here. And she just said hi to Meek. And I just hear her, "Hi, I'm Rochelle. Nice to meet you." And then just Meek comes in. He goes, he starts smiling.
Meek's on fire right now.
Yeah, he's on fire.
I was being polite.
Yeah.
Meek's cooking.
He's
Yeah,
cooking.
my
He's having a day.
Congratulations,
I
Meek.
would have these headphones on. They just don't work. So
Rochelle Ryan said hi to Meek. And Meek's buzzing.
Clemmer, two
Knicks
things.
W, Rochelle Ryan, say hi.
Yeah.
Big.
I mean, this is
24
everything's
hours.
coming up Meek.
Clemmer, two things are going to happen tonight. Either one, the Celtics win by possibly triple digits, or the Heat win the game.
Right, there's no middle ground.
There's no middle
Yeah.
ground.
I think I guess I'd like to think the Celtics, if it's close, have the heart to knock it out. But I
What happened game 2? Just every other
was
game.
jarring.
It's just an every other game thing.
I don't know. I think the talent level is so disparate. It's
It
so
is.
wild.
But it was last year too.
I think the Heat had that one game where they hit every three. Everything kind of worked out for them. And I will say, I'll give the Celtics credit. They played a much more physical style of ball in game 3 than they had in 1 and 2 combined.
I'm just saying, if there was a chance for the Heat to win another game of the series, tonight has to be it. To be honest with you, it just.
Oh
has
yeah, of course.
It was honestly, it probably was good for a Celtics fan that you guys needed like just a little humble pie,
A little slap.
little
in the
humble
face.
pie,
I-
because you were
Why
annihilation,
they
this and
played
that. They
more
need a little humble pie.
That's fine.
Hey, you guys can lose to a Jimmy Butlerless Heat team at home.
Yes,
Like,
but yes, I'm taking the Heat plus 400 money line. I think there's a stat Barstool Gambling put out that if you took the Celtics minus 400 in the playoffs over the past 8 games, you'd be up $2,500.
Yeah, it's something crazy like
yeah,
that.
something insane.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Because remember, I mean, even game 1 last year against the Sixers without Embiid, they lost and they were minus like 800 or something.
Yeah.
That's the worst
Crazy,
part about
yeah.
like, the Sixers not being in the playoffs anymore. It's like we can't troll you now.
Wait, the
know.
Sixers
Exactly.
won a playoff game
Good
without
luck.
Embiid last year? Wild.
it's good. It's good.
Clemmer, what's your picks?
Very creative.
I'm on. The early win promo is still in effect. Go jump on that. I'm jumping on the Dodgers money line there for the early win. The Dodgers are a road team. That lineup, Marty, we love it. You got Betts, you got Freeman, you got Ohtani in there. That's fun to watch. My pick of the day is going to be. I'm sorry. Another pick I have is the Twins first 5 minus half a run there. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me get my pick
Are
of the
they
day here.
playing in Chicago or
They are.
Mexico?
Playing. Yes, I got that wrong. Yes,
That's what happens when you look at just numbers sometimes.
You're,
You forget
I
to
thought
see
you're
look at-
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I know.
Absolutely right. Luckily, that pick hit. I did not deserve to win that one. I know. My pick of the day is Smitty's Phillies. First 5 minus half a run, so the Phillies have to be in the lead after 5 innings. I just like the pitching matchup. Christopher Sanchez against Griffin Canning. Griffin Canning has a 4.92 ERA at home since last year. And I just really, this Phillies offense is clicking right now. They're slugging 4.98 over the last 2 weeks. So, like, the Phillies right now are rolling. So, I'm on the Phillies first 5 minus half run.
Add that to my card. Let's do it, Clever.
All right, let's go.
Christopher Sanchez is coming off another, he had one really bad start, and last start was, kind of below average. I expect him to.
Somewhat not his fault, though. A lot of those runs were unearned.
Yeah. But Phillies are hot right now. That's my-
Maybe I'm unfair, but I really hate that Angels team. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I think everyone does.
Poor Mike Trout.
I am going with the Yankees. It's a huge series for the Yankees. Orioles at Orioles. I'm going with the Cubs. I think the line is plus 130. Severino's. I've seen this guy implode thousands of times. He's pitching tonight, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
It's
Cubs-
actually been decent.
He's
Cubs
been
are in
pretty
a-
He's
good.
been
last
good.
few.
But the Cubs also just played Sunday Night Baseball. Lost on
Yep.
a Dansby Swanson dropping a pop-up. Tough play, but still dropped a pop-up.
No Bellinger either because he's hurt.
The
So
Cubs have had nobody, and they're 17-11. Like, they're the most injured team in the MLB.
they have, they hit some. I mean, they lost their ace.
Yeah.
Now they lost in theory, their best hitter.
He's coming back soon, though, which is nice.
Hey, the hottest team might be your Oakland A's, Clemmer.
They're
Taking 2 out of 3 of the.
they're my favorite
Orioles.
team. I love watching them.
They can pitch.
The A's can pitch. That's
Yeah,
what
they can-
they're
stay,
scrappy.
They can't hit. They can't hit, but they stay in games because they can pitch.
They're scrappy. I love them.
Two late, one extra inning win against the Orioles too, and one late inning win.
Yeah, it's not a easy series
Baltimore?
anymore.
Yeah.
It's not as it's the White Sox, even though they just won their first series. They're a team where they're the new A's.
I mean, the Orioles. I mean, they they need to get bullpen help at the deadline, right?
Dude,
Like,
Craig Kimbrell blowing too.
I mean, you cannot be like at this Kimbrell at this stage in his career. You cannot be like a serious team trying to like really contend with
Completely
Craig Kimbrell as your closer. That's crazy.
The Phillies got
You're giving up a 2-run
Yeah.
home run to the A's 9-hitting catcher.
Yep.
You
To
want
lose
to
a
keep an eye
game.
on someone? David Bednar, the closer for the Pirates. I would not be surprised to see him in Baltimore.
Yeah,
by the end of the
Kimball,
year.
the Phillies got lucky surviving with him during the regular season last year, and he did perform during the regular season for the most part. But you can't be riding with him. I totally agree.
By the way, the White Sox no longer the worst record in baseball. It's now the Marlins at 6-23. The White Sox
Bosco's 20-1.
Only Bosco tweets in April about his worst record.
That's what he's been talking about it all week.
Bro,
It's like close,
it's
and I'm like,
April.
guy, like you can't even worry about it till like August.
No. The
Maybe,
Rockies, by the way,
like-
7-21. They're right in the mix too.
Yeah, like I saw him tweet 21. I was like, "What is this guy kidding
Oh,
me?"
wait,
It's April 20.
And let's be honest, all the pitching the A's have is going to be gone by the trade deadline anyway.
Did Clemmer talk about his bet yesterday?
Yep.
Okay, that's
Did.
fine. I was.
I definitely
Won.
fucked.
It did win.
It did win, thank God. Yes,
I
I'm
do-
definitely an idiot. Which this show proves every day how stupid I am.
I do want to say
surprise.
I did tweet out about 3 days ago about the Jets, the Winnipeg Jets, going to win a Stanley Cup. They've been now outscored 15-3 since that tweet.
No, Marty, you
Listen.
ruined our bet.
You gotta take the losses sometimes. That's
Terrible,
on
Marty.
me.
Just stay with the Rangers.
You gonna give me my money back,
Hometown
Marty?
team. 4-0 sweep.
And our last bet, I'm taking the over in the Cardinals-Detroit game. The Steven Matz versus Kenta Maeda. That's like 14-7.
I just wish it wasn't the Tigers' offense.
Yeah, still though, Maeda against. I didn't know Steven Matz is still going. I'm 1-for-1 against him in my lifetime. Just letting everybody know that, but keep going.
I'm on the. Actually, I'm on the Mets. I like the Mets. I'm back in Severino today. I'm on the Twins run line. Joe Ryan on the mound. It's -1.5. It's +110. The White Sox are just awful. And I know Clemmer said he just like the Dodgers. I'm going against him, not on purpose. So I'm taking the Diamondbacks +110 at home. Like I said, I'm laying the points with the Nuggets tonight -7.
No, I don't mind the Diamondbacks. It's more that early win.
No, I got you. That's
the
like
big
a,
re- that's
I'm
the
not
big
like
reason.
I was not like fading you. I already bet him.
I mean, Henry's pretty
Diamondbacks.
good at home.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. I like him. I like the
not at all a
matchup plus
shot.
money.
Yeah. I really like the Twins today too, Ev. The Crochet faced the Twins like his last start and got rocked. So
They're just so bad, man.
So bad.
I
I
mean,
only won 3 in a row.
They
Like,
score like no runs. I mean, they're brutal.
All right, that is the show. We'll be back tomorrow. When are you leaving? Wednesday?
Wednesday. I'll be out. It's an early flight, so I'll be out. Yeah, I won't be here Wednesday. I'll be here tomorrow.
All right, that's the show. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.